Cosmologically advanced. Is that what he said? He's just a cosmologically advanced caterpillar up it in the space. What is he doing? He's just looking at the pentagram that he put up on his hand. And I am like, that is just resembling all of my life. The symbolism I bind, the greatness that I do find upon a day to day. To the symbolism I divine within my brain. So when I say that I am just on my way, I look around and I can see all of these things that I have made. Put the progress into place, and then look back and reflect and be like, yo, I am satisfied. It is all about a sense of satiety. You want to be like I am content and I am just at peace. Go and get the peace, do not procrastinate. Go in and motherfucking dominate. Nobody said that it would be easy though. That's an opinion, how stupid must you be, you know. I'm just going to go and think that I will die. Yo, I know better, but I'm just going to win today. And if it takes what it takes, then it takes what it takes. Because I want it enough, I wanna go. So when I fall asleep and then I go. When I wake up again, oh once again I go within my dreams. I chase down these concepts that I do define when I am awake. And then suddenly I am starting to understand things that I was trying to wrap my head around different types of ways. Perspectives, guides and base. Because this is just something that you cannot just make. This is not something that they ought to replicate. It is not going to be like hey, hey, hey. This is partial classes. More grammatic terminology a session though. What did you think of reconnect the reverse TCP? Set the command and now you can see. This is on your screen. Now what did it be? This is a bit in space. Decipher, E-A-S-H. You know. But was that really all that you had though? Nah bro, I'm just fucking around though. Well, I'm about to take a hit from the bone. Thinking about your ace, it's time to take a hit now. Wanna take a hit and get so high. Because I harvest my own green and this is so damn high. Like I'm high and I'm flying, I'm up in the space, grooving the fuck out because you know this is just what I make. I look at my code that I wrote and I ain't just like colors I reflect and I am wondering why. Then I say and I understand and then I just do. Because this is something I like to pursue. Sometimes you just gotta do it a bit like that, like a bear looking for salmon, you know. And I am happy to say that I am able to make it to this place. I am here, I am up in my space. I am here and I like to just remain. I have been on my way for quite a bit. As I have been going, this is really it. The purpose, now I can sense it within me. A sense of passion, this is power. I am made out of concrete. I cannot be broken is what I feel like. Resilience, now that is dominating in my mind. Because I need to find a way to go through this place. You see so much ahead, but I am like I stay in my place. I meditate, I gain a sense of insight. Look at the water for hours straight and wonder in my mind, is this really the life that I chose? Started out myself and understand like yo, I can solidify right now. Problem would be opportunity to find solution, become better than has yet been. Improvisation is a process now you must pursue in order to see that it could be what it be. It is existent within this present reality. Possibilities, all they are doing is wait for you to look in, and this is just not the beginning though. I'ma say focus, keep it straight, because concentration that's the strength. A sense of potency, the potion that you really need. It's not one that is physically, but rather subjectively, yeah. Look at that as it is imprinted upon the brain. They make all of these connections, but fail to see that they are the environment that they describe to be. Now how foolish must you be? Physically, neurons deep within me. The body within the environment that makes me a part of the environment to anybody but me. I am here, I am within my space. It's not hard to understand if you got common sense within your brain. People overcomplicate, no wonder they get confused though. So I keep it simple, you know, but that is the hardest though. I create constructs in my brain. Seems complex because you never took the time to comprehend, like dominate within the space. When you choose to walk in, you better have a plan. Understand, I'll just go with fuck it, whatever, man. And that's all I can say. Fuck the haters, fuck the doubters, fuck what they have to say. We got to go, that is the only way. We go nonetheless, so let me just move up in the right way. Really just be as real as that. What? It could really be as real as that. Yeah, and it is as simple as just being up within your space. Not worrying about a single thing that would already be quite a mission to undertake. If I would have to guess, so I would say just sit down, take the time to observe. Look yourself in a room dark, it we know to see the silence. Thoughts are creeping within thee. Yo, what is up? I gotta see. I've got to comprehend what I apprehended previously. Lesson that I learned, because you know the torch, it can also burn. As you walk through these chambers though, fog is so thick I can't even see ahead, you know. But I can feel the breeze coming from outside. I follow my senses, tune into other senses within the mind. I combine the forces that I do find. Quantify now, what is that now? This is me now. Replay, get to understand, this is what I am. Ha! I'm not going to do it like that though. But this one has to be creatureified. What? It has to be creatureified. 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 That is this beat. Was just hearing it and I was like, yo, is this going to be like all the beats? I do not want it to be like stress in my brain, because you know when all of these sounds are all over the place, they stimulate the neurons in my brain. But I only have got so much stimuli that I can give them though at once, because you know they get like idle, like they just wait. When you excite them now, well, they need to have a cool down too. So if I excite them now, then what do I do? Want to enjoy. It goes way deeper than thought. It goes way deeper than basic understanding, my friend. But look at spectre in the brain. Connect dots like this is not just what we have made, but what you can rise from the ground, like literally from the soil. That would be if you start to understand that the soil of life is merely the experience that you could comprehend. You may be but not see, and you may see but not be. So that is exactly just the difference for me. I'm just looking in it, and then I'm looking at it, and I am outside three-dimensionally. I coordinate the focus in my mind. I do not know where I will go, but I know that I am in the right way, because this is the only place where I could ever find the purpose, the need, the pursuit, the inspiration that fuels the motivation for me, the motivation that inspires me to go. The infinite loop, now you can see, now that's just my flow. I've got energy for days as I run on my energy that I absorb from the cosmos around me. I do not know how, but in my brain, in some weird type of way, the matter that just fills it up, you know. Hey, look at this as it goes. Vibrations that are hidden the inside of your dome, translated into those neuronal pathway activation, the neural circuitry responsible for making me sense what I'm sensing currently. I just want to feel and be, so I am, and there I go, as it was meant to be my reality. It's like a dream, pull it out like a string and connect, reassociate within the head, and create, establish links, solidify familiarity. That is just the key that you will need, because then you start to see relativity that is rolling all around me. And all I try to do is understand how it interconnects, though action, reaction, consequential reality, you know. I try to look at it more fundamentally, because fundamentally that is already matters, you see. I am just looking at it in a way that I can maintain a state of I am not going to be head off. No fear that I need to feel. I'll do the best that I can. And if there is not enough, that it was not meant to be, so then it is just going to be as it was meant to be. That is as it is seamless to me, but that does not have to hinder me. So I say, set yourself free and just fly so far away. Hooked it in the space, like some caterpillars on some clouds of gray. The caterpillar take a hit from the J. The caterpillar gets so high, it's okay. Where's the caterpillar high? There's the caterpillar up in the sky. There's the caterpillar take a hit from the bomb. Gets so high because Heidi is so strong. It's the good type of strain. None of that sprayed, none of the PGR, none of the trash chemical shit that they do consume. You grow it on their own and then it is something new. Yo, creatures. I was just turning fiend yesterday, talking to the aliens. I'm just thinking within my brain. Where am I headed? I do not know. A rock that is waiting for me. I step on it, you know. The rock is flying at light speed. I chose to turn this present state twirling into outer space at quite a fast rate. Quantify me is impossible for me. Now I can see the hypothesis that I like to test, but it did not work, so I am like, better try, better mark, because we need to start to integrate new types of ways. It's what I say every day when I look in the mirror, and I am like, I want to improvise and work on something new. Wanna become better than I yet was. Wanna be able to say that I explore something new like every day. It doesn't seem like a lot, because you do not see as I see what I see, just how I see. Now that makes what I see you see. So therefore there it be experience contained deep within me. The memory, association, subjectivity. It could not be caused by anybody but me. So therefore do I say, do not even attempt to comprehend me, because I control the way that I express. So only so much comes out, and they are like, yo, one aspect it dictates to many, because for anybody that I have yet seen that would be applicably, but not for me. See, I am differently. I am here, I am in my space. I did articulate all of my own ways, study the movement of these places that I did find. Put myself into some circumstances, conditions, now we do fine. I want the insight within the brain, I can never ever be held back, because if we are held back by that contemplation in the mind, then the reason is going to cause a hold up on the main thread. Now burn it in the background like a synchronicity. That is just what we need. I want to be like I run flawlessly. My user interface render a need to control panel 2. I've run the test manager, what does process do? At PID 420, kill it, now it's C, terminate, bam, memory dump. I got, what is that, what it say? It did something it was not meant to, okay. So therefore do I say, violating the aerial space that is within my brain. Getting this band, sending outer space, smoking all the split, gets hot day, send up to outer space, put my fast to take to outer space, to outer space, and to outer space, 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 to outer space. I banish all the unnecessary, because it is not even related to me. For all that is necessary be related, see. Relatability coming from internally, with sound funny but deeply it would be meant though. Psychologically intertwined like with spider webs in your head, and they're just like, yeah, this is what we do. Do you see? Do you not see? Does not matter, we will still just be as we were meant to be, programmed by your DNA, expressed by the genetic ways of the way, epigenetically expressed, you see. Oh shit. Nah, man. I have to admit my defeat. It took down the dragon, but I'm getting higher though. It's like 4 a.m. now. It's like 4 a.m. now. It's like 4 a.m. now. It's like 4 a.m. Here's just where I am. I just got up on my grind. I'm just busy, I'm a man. I'm just getting high, elevated up on the best screen that you have never ever even seen. Like this is just what we burning up in the Holland. Where we at? Up in Europe smoking that good green. This is just what I am saying, man. No stress up on the brain because you get all of that work done though. When you got responsibilities, now there is more, you know. You've got to go in your own way. You gotta swivel like a snake and be like, okay, I am going to be free up in the space. Nothing that will stop me. Yes, I know. If they come too close, I am just here. Do not make me bite you, you know. Let me just be. I'ma be here chilling with this tree, looking for some food that I can eat. I'm just on my way, getting some of the green. I met up with the creature overseas, then we got the green and I took that back with me. Now I'm smoking on the Anna and just like I am so high, do not even know like I am flying through the sky. I have a memory, I ain't just gone, faded, I ain't going slow motion, man. Didn't know that it could even be hidden like that anymore, because my tolerance it is quite high, you better know. But then I grew it on my own and it just differently, because I have developed this bioclimate, you see. But this biodiversity up within the mix, as I did accumulate by putting creatures up within the mix. Caterpillars, butterflies and flies too. All of these creatures, they're just doing just what they do. So many different bugs and I find new species like every day. I cannot even count them on my fingers, it is so insane. Trying to learn more about new plants and then I see that I gotta grow all of the herbs, but I have already got so much and now I see that in a certain type of way. All of these different plants that are all up within the same place as the cannabis plant that I am smoking on right now. The terpene profile it is fluctuating, entourage effect is synergistic kind of effect because of terpenes and flavonoids within the herb. Now it is going to be quite berserk. You better get to know the scientific kind of flow, but they have got they do not even know Ethereum though. Potion like you swallow, what is that not to affect metabolite? But I gotta shit it out after I'm done absorbing now. And as I go, I was meant to go up in my way, else I would not even be up in that way in the first place. Damn, I'm so high. I'm so high. Damn, I am so high and just chilling amongst the trees today, looking up on the trees and I am trying to study their ways. Why are they moving in such a calm way? And then I see a slug within a certain context and it is reminding me, take your time, do not go too fast. The thing that you are looking for will be where it needs to be when it is time to get it. Do not rush the process. Now decorate for having the obtainment, you see. Try to limit that distance, man. So I meditate, reflect upon the processes that occur within my brain. Start to understand the source code in different types of ways. The focus, then maintain habitual integration. I perform and I am like not the norm, the structure in my head. Procedures I write out, but not quite literally, my friend. Look at code, programmatic terminology. terminology that I write. Object oriented, that is just my pride. Got that C++ up in my back, that is what trained me. It was so hard, I was like, damn, this is not for me. But I went out and still did it because I felt it in my veins. I could create anything that I would ever want to make. So I went out and did it, and now I'm here up in the space. Neural circuitry adjusted to just making things. Engineering kind of DNA, different strain. Just like the herb that I am smoking, it is hidden cray. You got that DASH type of flu, it's infectious. Do not even come too close. Me and you better knew. Beautiful constructor, dude. Yo, creatures. It's partial classes. This is Dash the Conqueror, King of Dasharnia, Conqueror of lands, Almighty, Omnipotent, All-Defiant. Focus is as sharp as a ray from the sun that is hit in my brain. Pineal gland that gets stimulated when I sleep at night. Melatonin release. Got my sunglasses on, I see data would indicate that it would fuck me. But I'm still putting that on because I just feel like that, you know, here tonight where I do reside. I'm just chilling and do you get your poop on my flow? The complexity like they do not even really know. Feel like they have got to write down what they want to say. But I am like I am just describing that what I see deep within my brain. Just meditate, get control of the thoughts in your brain by means of regulating what is the cause, not the symptom. You see, thoughts are merely the symptom of how you have already chosen to be. So study the symptom and let's see what the cause could be. What kind of way of being could shape that kind of present? Like to compare, simulate within the head. Implication, how can you just understand? Implicit reality is all there is. I see existence check like a function array. Do not just want to access it without understanding what it is in the first place. Apprehend, yeah, but I need to see it. Yes, okay, I want to orient my brain. Like, is it even safe to the touch? It looks quite beautiful, but you know, some just things it's smelling beautiful to me. But when I put it in my mouth, it could be like poison. Look at just the antifreeze. Antifreeze smells so sweet, but you're putting it in your face. Then you're gonna die, and that's just what I mean. Okay, don't wanna fuck shit up in my body, so I take my time to study. What do you see busy in your head? It's just chilling, that worries that. I'm just stuck within the grass, writing down a plan for this what I want to make. I've got some creations that are on the way, some projects, some other cool shit that I will make. Just because I feel like it, I turn my hobby into what I do. This is what I choose to pursue. Nothing that can change this way, because you have got to fundamentally up into place. Just a matter of execution. Yeah, we gotta slow down a little bit. More heavy though. I'm just up in space. I'm just here today. I'm not worried about things. I'm just on my way. I'm just on my way. Just on my way. I'm just on my way. I'm just on my way. I've got all of the pieces laid out right in front of me. It's just a matter of composing it, see. So that is what I am just doing presently. Working on it to be able to do that. So then I can finally just rest my head strategically since the start. Because I understand to have a good kind of start, you wanna do it in the right way. Not fuck up 100 times and be like, yeah, okay, just another time, because everybody feels. Fuck that shit, it is just my life, my trajectory. If I do not want to fail, then my streak will be as great as I can make it. But seriously, realistically speaking, though, in terms of possibility, we are not perfect, we make mistakes all over the place. But in actuality, you must just see it actualized within your head. Truth is not always nice, it is meant to be true, not nice. You see, two different, start to distinct the difference, my G. If you do not have a prefrontal cortex that has yet developed, though, it is not even worth the reason, you know, because you couldn't even get to this level. I'm just here and I am just where I am. Physically this is just different, like can you comprehend? I've got receptors within me that make me unique from thee. And other than that, two things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. That before all matter within this vacuum that we call space. So therefore I say, try to beat that a bit in the space. The mind is the body the environment. See, like A, B equals C. Now this is just what it needs to be. What is the implication implied? We all be like all of existence around these study. Look alike, look according to that what is actually within the sight, not according to that what you would want it to be, because they are going to be deluded by what you want to see. It's a simple lesson that I learned on early, but something that ought to be repeated though. And you know the thing that is the thing with memory, you know, you've got to repeat all the things, because then you become able to say that memory pervades are well established, and then relativity can raise in the easier type of way that you can start to integrate with ordinary tasks, and it will just stay. Think about the vocabulary that you could establish within your brain, all of the memories that you could just create. Now exactly, I am just a master brain, so I just go and just make physically affecting the neural circuitry, because I wanna do it in the right way. This is magic with the C and the K. So, what about getting higher? How about we get higher? And just elevate. I can agree. Elevate. Just elevate. Let me elevate. Let me elevate. Let me elevate. Let me tell you one thing, gotta never fucking stress, man. Yo, told my brother, bro, like a soldier, you better start to know. My homie is just up within the space, he's just doing what he's doing, he be grinding, mate. My family's struggling, but they up in the way. They all doing their own thing, even though they're part of mine. I like, okay, dive further just as it be, as naturally, but I like it, just follow my own way, regardlessly. Interesting to see needlessly, so I ain't going to where I need to be. That is separate in my own space, but still observing all of these other people, their types of ways. You know, I want to be empathetic in my type of way. I attune to my environment, see hypersensory I choose to be, so I can perceive it all differently, because all I do is just study. I've been doing that for 6 years straight, and I plan on doing this for all of my life, man. Oh, when I was young, I always dreamt of being able to do something like read, you know. Before I was able to read, I wanted to do it endlessly, but I could not even proceed to do it for 5 minutes straight. But then I took the mushrooms, and then for some reason I started to unlock the vision that is within my mind, able to shape anything that I find. It's probably the music that just activate all of this neural circuitry within my brain. Yeah, activating regions that you never see. It is hemispherical synchronization. See, now as we just activate, press these buttons. This is just what I would like to make. Matter of just activate, execution, that what we say. Action reaction, again analytical types of ways. What's the systematic type of way that you have constructed within your brain? Because you know it takes a structure to see clearly. Want to make it easy, optimize. Sometimes you just throw the whole code base away, because you have to rewrite like another version, you know, because the previous it was your shit, bro. Yo, got so much code that I do right out physically within my subjectivity right now. Do it every moment, so sometimes I am subtract, and I forgot that what I was going to say. Yeah, but I'm just busy in my head solving formulas or shit, because that is all I do anyway. Well, shit. So there's just a lot to say with the complexity, cause they cannot even see that it could be a normality. Caught up within a bubble of stupidity, restraining your ability to be as free as you could be. Yo, it could be just like me, but not necessarily. See, maybe there's no free defeat, but for me it'd be, and it works as it works as it works. So it go in that way. Do not care about any other type of way. It doesn't even relate to relevancy. Just dictate whether I want to be able to say that it does something in that way. Hey, so I'm just going in that way. Hey, and I just say, just like enough that I got to dispose. Garbage collector, better get to know. Yo, and I'm releasing these pointers that I've got reference points to variables like straight away. Nothing that will ever take it away. It's all the process. I've unlocked something. I think it is just my brain growing up and developing. All the signs make sense. Everything makes sense. I do not really get confused. I just ask questions, and if I cannot diffuse, I just run away. And I won't run, but I walk instead. Because I'm like, why would I even run? I waste my energy, man. I want to look around, I see what is here. I came here, so what else is here? In the forest, in my dream, I see mushrooms all around me, and some water puddles too, I do not know. There is this damn thing within the air, you know. When you breathe in, you just smell the fun and dry. I'm just moving through here and it's dark at night, but I'm going and I'm going as I go. Suddenly there is a road and I am on the road, and I see a bit of water downstream. There I go, I'm just looking at the water, and like all I know, that's the water, just like it flowed. That is just like I flow, and Luna is just coming down and that guy am just like, hey, but I up to Luna, what are we doing today? You know you gotta take a moment to just really say that Luna showing up when it is so dark. Have been so many different moments when it was so fucking dark. Couldn't even really see the way, like literally, you know, places where I shouldn't even really motherfucking roam. But for some reason, even though the fact that I was there, I followed the moon and it showed me where to be. Then suddenly it ended up where I needed to be, and I wasn't even surprised because I was like, yo, this is what I saw within me, and it seems certainly, but I cannot really understand it in a way that I could translate into terms of human terminology. So those are all separate instances anyway. Why would you even expect such a thing? That's so stupid in the first place. Because you know, we're talking about internal processes that you're not even aware of. So how would it even be something that you could relate to? Now you can see like how much more difficulty it would add on to my ability to contextualize what you need to see. Exactly, but if you do it every day, suddenly it just goes autonomous, I must say. So therefore do I say that, yo, all I want to do is just really create. I want to create, leave memories up within the past, as they say, but manifest them physically up on my brain, because in that way it will just really stay. Activate relativity, interconnect, yes, just pull a string through all of the memories. Density of strings would need to be of adequacy, else it is going to be limited to just a few memories, a few stages, a few nodes, a few points on the structure, you know. So therefore I say, make sure that your building can fit a lot of bricks, man, and it needs to be able to support a wind. Yeah, and be like, yo, what is this? Where do I even begin? What's that? What's that? Is that creatures? Creatures. I'm so fucking high. Restart one thing, I already know, man. Everybody's still high though. Never ever stress. Keep your brain straight. Gotta keep your brain straight. and never ever stress, because you know you need to take the time to analyze. Fuck. You've got to take the time to analyze the situation that you're in, because you have to be able to say that you can put the numbers a bit into place, because variables that are aligned up in a certain way, satisfying the conditions, making the present establish itself to be as it be, because the present is the result of the past, and you can really see as it interconnects in various types of ways, in ways that are not even necessarily related, in a way that could be hypocritical. I'ma say, see, like when a neuron stimulates, then it's just exciting in a way, and even when it excites though, it could deactivate another, because it could cause another to deactivate in a way, because it is just linked up in that way. See, it's 1 to 0s in the brain. In a way you could say the duality would rule, but that is conceptually. I'ma say that is conditionally, because there are far more possibilities within the brain than there are outside of it, though if you think about it, better get to know, but it is all the same anyway. The environment, the body, the mind, I say so. No need to distinct, but distinction that I do make, if I need to be able to say that I studied myself at the end of the day, classify, put it up into states, up into blocks of code in my brain, then again analyze, call upon that when I need it, because I am like I do not want to be stressing and holding up with all of that. No, I take my time, because this is just where I am at. Yeah, I'm looking up on the God that I live right now. It is just moving, this is real life now. Yeah, you know that you will see this moment in the future far ahead, and that you will look upon it as you are looking upon yourself, looking upon it then. That is the irony, I do not know how I can, but then I start to understand how I can when I get to the present, you see. I'm just acting in accordance with the reality. Symbiotically, but be complementary, because I do not want to cause a disturbance in the water, like ripples on the water. You see, when you found an object in the water, it goes so radially. Now that is just how consequence works, per 3-dimensionally rather than 2-dimensionally, as it would seem to be on a bit of water. So you know what I say, this is just exactly how it goes, in this way. So we are moving up within the space, yeah, consequential reality that is ruling up within this place, because it is the cause effect. Now you can't see action, reaction fundamentally, no matter what I think to be, so I got to execute it regardlessly, procedurally. Never let emotions overtake your decisions to make, because you gotta do it in the right way. So it means a balance that is of the equivalence that would be the need, and that is quantified by the situation that you're in. So it is contextual anyway, like anything, my friend. As you can see, you could contextualize anything that you say, and that's because it is contextual up in this place, naturally. But not anything that you would create within your brain would necessarily be contextually. Bro, I'm not fucking around, you know. I'm really doing this shit. I'm really creating universes. I always said that I would do it. Well, not always, but when I started with it, I didn't think it would work. But everybody always said it though, that I had the trademarks in certain ways, but everybody called up on different trademarks. I never made the links, and then that one day, and then suddenly everything changed. I choose to create what I undertake, what is in between of me and that what I need to see. Sometimes it is a matter of going out and finding out what it is about. How else would you even find out? Need to engage to see what it be. Orientation, that what I see. Yes, it is coming into my way. If it is already deep within my brain, then it does not matter what I may like to say. It is about regulating at the end of the day, when it is about that point in time. So I say, never ever stress within your brain. Also how the world seems so fucking freaky, man. Thinking I hear voices in this sound, this beat, because it has so many different layers, you see. It is just relating it to so many different things at the same time. Now I must not lie, I also had a little bit of lines, man, because I want to be able to say that I grew my nerves at the end of the day. Whenever I go, I want to be able to have that neuroplasticity just on the man, because you know I like to be provocative. I want to create I have the reactive state, I have that adaptive state. Put a lot of those skills under my belt, so I'ma say, no trophies, no Bugatti, what I've got. No, I got my uniform on, and this is what I'm riding, man. This is my life, this is my flow, this is just all that I do know, and it will guide anywhere, no matter what may be the condition that may see me. I will be undefiably, you cannot defy me. I defy physics, bro. I invent the laws of the universe. Better get to know. Split seas with the second, and I split universes apart with fingertips. Create them in my pockets, type of shit. It's just what I am on about. I create and flourish empires, what I am about. I come down from the sky, no family that I have got. Spun from the song of fire, it's just what I am, spitting, man. It's just what it be. Brain is like, yo, I am high, I am high, I am high, I'm just motherfucking high, yeah. I am so high, no, I never ever stress, like a partial class in the head. Gotta modulate in the right way, put all the code into files with the right structure. Now you can see structure allows us to understand reality, so use that, utilize. Can you see it is easier to comprehend what you've got within if you take the time to learn how to do that in the right way. So I say take some time by taking a step back, by taking the time to not take a step back but rather forward by taking the step back. And you see that would be revealed to thee when you have actually got all the way. It is within the process versus the finish, though. In the finish there you would inherit that what you would get to know. But if the finish was never reached, you're still stuck within the in-between, and all you've got is that what you've seen and not yet what you could have seen. The accomplishment you see, they say, but the journey, that is also important to my brain. Take time to reflect and never stress. Be content, keep that calm within the head. It's about Kush. It's about partial classes. I see and, I do not see or. I see maybe, I do not see also. Going up it in the right type of way, like a piranha up in the water, just waiting to catch some food. You know I am hungry, have been looking around these waters for quite a bit. I am just looking for some fish, but no fish that I see. It must have to do with the radioactivity. Why did I survive? I do not know, but I am up in this place, looking all around, everything is destroyed, okay. But I have this freak glow around me. Oh no, I am blue, I see what did happen. Did we die? No, probably simulation in the mud right now. How would the energy that we possess is the matter that we are within this vacuum that we call space, be absorbed by the environment when we die. That's the answer to what happens that, yeah, when you die. So I say simple as it be, with that no expectation or disappointment that I see. So thereby I set myself free from being bothered by alternate reality. They wanna be like, I need to filter that what you think to know, but yo, I know and I already filtered. Yeah, you better get to know is the experience. So I'm just like, what is the story to be told? The responsibility that I claim to keep my data set up to date. Need to communicate with the service and see what the version would be like. A TCP refreshes they do not want. Express that realize like this is what we have got up on the net, like balls up on the table, not today now, bro. We put that white head up on our head, and I'm just like, I'm bound to create and defend, fill this place with the place. I've got the power to create and destroy universes in my brain. Simulate, create, simulate, create, associate, bind. the present. Then you see, nah, this is not a weapon. As it is, not to be, not to be, not to be, not to be, not to be. I think we're engaging. It's the last song in the album in a bit. It has been a great time recording this good shit. I'm just here today and I'm just focused up on my grind. I have been going through quite a journey and I just focused up on that. What I wanna make, I gotta be stopped. Now I got this vision within my brain, in my brain, in my brain. I have got this vision within my brain, yeah. And I saw it so long ago, so long ago. So long ago, no, I had that vision in my brain. I started writing things down, then I started to create. Now I am here in the future where I am looking back at my past self that I document. Hear myself speak up on the beat, start to understand how that should be from a time previously provocative, still in its ways, but magic never was the case until I dropped Eternal Flame. This album is differently, it's just what I said, and this entire collection be. See it is the transformation into the butterfly. Now you see, as I was meant to graduate, that was the case. I had to pick up my diploma, so meer loonde that where I was at. Then I went to get my diploma, I got my diploma, I did graduate, a proud which that now I maintain. I am here, I will just stay. I can never drop, this is meant to be for eternity. And I know that it has been growing deep within me for like eternity. It's what it feels like though, but it is worth it because I already know.
Purchase your tracks today.
I've got the power to change the world. I've got the power to create the world. I've got the power to invent the world. I've got the power to shape all the world. Got the power to do anything. I've got the power to do anything. Got the power to do anything. I've got the power to do anything that may be needed. Or what's the need, man? Adaptation, that is the key. Provocative state, that is my power to maintain. I'm just here in my space where I like to remain. Looking forward to every moment of my day. Do so much that days feel like weeks, it is so insane. There's real life, but I meditate. Makes the memory so much more vibrant, okay. I'm just here up in the space, resting in the fragrance of care. It's like 4 AM in a space. Fire. Pure fucking flames. Pure fucking flames.
jwoodbeats.com.
Got some of the best dank that you never seen. I've got some of the best green, well this would be. I would pass it to you if I could pass it through a display. But you know in this way, I'm just here where I do like to remain. As in you're smoking or choking up on this good green. It's like 5 AM but still working up on my grind. Working and doing everything that I may need to. Because I have been working on my grind for so long. I cannot give up, it stands for so much. I am proud of everything that I have made. I am grateful to show it all off the way, but everything that it gives I create. They take time to just utilize. I put it a bit in the place, and then I look at what I've made. Can I ain't lie, I'm so proud of that. What did it make the accomplishment that I did accomplish? Yeah, what is that now? I needed to acquire, so I went up on my grind. I'm on top of way, found a place, and then I started to grow that place. Then I started to interconnect and started to see, and then as I started to see, I just started to be. As I started to be, I started to spring, just like a seed. As the seed, I turned into a tree, and as the tree, I give a fruit that I like to eat. It is summer right now, hey, my fruits are sweet, hey, hey, and I got green leaves, yeah, yeah, and there are birds in my hair, and there are creatures on my bark. I do not know what is going on, but this is just my type of spark. I root so deep. No, this is real life, yo, better start to see. It is just what you make it all out to be. It's really just what you make it out to be, because at the end of the day, the decisions that you make are not necessarily going to be made by the part of you that is aware. See, if you put your brain under APAT, then you start to see that your brain operates in different ways, in ways that you did not even foresee within your brain. So therefore do a say, let's look it up, man, hey. Now your brain functions in so many ways that you're not even aware of, so better account for that. Decisions that you make subconsciously within the head. So let's just take time to look and reflect and see what we have got deep in the head. It's the power and power, 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 power and power, the power empowers. Yeah, we're really hitting the last stage of the album.
jwoodbeats.com.
Memories we made, memories we made. Yo, to be real, days have been feeling like weeks. I take my time and time, it seems to be so sweet. My problem would be that I need to sleep. I want to stay awake, live life and do different things. I asked the group within the race, I figured it out what I say, but I know better though. But get to see that when you start to see the pattern, that's reality. It seems like, yo, why is it all meant to be so funky? I do not want it to be in my way. Bro, fuck all of that subjectivity out of the way. I touch my DNA and suddenly I activate an epigenetic response that has not been studied before. Suddenly I grow wings on my back and then I fly away so far up within the space. I do not know how, but it was somehow connected with the quantum sphere, and now I am connected to the upper dimension around me though. What is the cosmos, bro? We travel as light through a plane of existence, you know. I do not know, but physically I think I am manifest, whatever physical may be anyway. It could be a simulation, technically okay. So I ain't saying I do not know it within my brain, but I am a programmer, yeah, I'm far ahead of the race. Not an auditory programmer too. I make work of this is just what I do, and I am proud of that. I run all of these computers, this is just where I'm at. Run these cores, doing work while I am asleep, money coming in. This is just what it is, the beginning. Be doing this, I am just working for my grind while they asleep, and we be pushing production shit at the scene. Listen, I just up on my grind, up on my grind, up on my grind. I'm just up on my grind. Just up in my space, I'm just up in my space. I'm meant to be, I'm meant to be, meant to be, I'm meant to be. I came out of the sky, like a fallen star, do not wonder why. When I hit the earth, Hiroshima 3.0, I am like here, yo, here we fucking go again. I am just here, like a flare from the sun that it spun, like a star a bit in the space. I give eternal light, okay, I ain't going to remain. Pure fire. Pure fire. Nah, that was fire. Definitely fire. You know, we got to do the intro like this. Where the fuck is the shit? This is just in the middle stage of my life. I'm just cruising down this country road where I am country boy. I'm bound yet to the land to understand the natural cycles known as the sea. Start to understand that you never really know what I'm a G. Gotta look at it like what just could it be. Look at it like it is a problem and then develop effectively within your brain. Because at the end of the day you're just missing simply beef towers to solve a problem within your brain. That will be the perception that you have got to obtain. Within your brain, what is the insight, the introspect that you would seek to be? What is that what you want to be? Just ask yourself and start to see provocative state. Now it is summoning deep within your brain like magic spells that you cast upon a day to day. That test your wit, how strong can you be? Now see yourself, then just create like an NPC. And start to do a wield. Who are you? What is that? Start to see it like a mirror that is in the head. And then suddenly you start to become better than you were, because you compete against yourself now. Yeah, word. Here we go. I'm just trying to pursue, you know. And what I saw is what I know. What I've got right now though is what I've got, what I go. So I go like I go, because you know that's just how it was meant to go. If it wasn't, then it wouldn't be in the first place. As I say, put them bricks up straight up in the fucking place. It's like a structure that we do not to make. I try it through outer space when I am trying to absorb, sponge up all of the information that I come across. Consolidate, verify, processes, yeah, etc. already now. I'm just like up on it, alright. Do not listen to these silly terms that I've got now, making it harder, more complex than it needs to be, using concepts that are indirectly referring to the what you seek. How stupid, how foolish must it just be? People seek for religion to find what is within themselves, which is smart, I guess. It is already within us anyway. But I would say like I don't fucking know it, man. It is opinion based, subjectivity. So now what would you even proclaim? Or I just do it, man. Because for real though, why religion? I would need the only deity that I can see is the one that I have got within me. It's power that excretes the power that, you know, if I control the power that is controlling, then I am the power that controls the controlling. Yeah, I feel special every day. I feel like I'm a god. I feel like nothing can stop me. I feel like almighty. I feel like almighty powerful. I feel like when I walk into a room, nobody can do shit to me, you know. I feel like I'm on top of the world, you know, and that's what comes with hard work. But I would say you need to like distill that, you know, make like a liquor out of it. It comes in like that format, but that's because it has been fermented, you know. It still needs to be turned into something.
Kalo, you ballin', my G.
Some light, that's the cleanup process. The cleanup process that is in progress. Always cleaning up the mess that we make. Objects like we initialize. Garbage collection, do not automate. Want to do it manually today. C++ flashbacks, you know. Pointers that we utilize. Direct memory access though. Do not want to be worried about little shit. Got no common sense problems, this is what it is. I am looking at some plants and I am like, this fly is on there. Looking at the other fly, getting bitten by the spider right now. And then I see two flies in the spider web that are eating a fly that the spider had caught. But these two flies are scorpion flies and they were fucking at the same time too. Just looking at that like, what the fuck are they even really trying to do? Crazy sight, I cannot lie, but I looked at it for a bit, observing creatures in the wild, they're doing quite the wild shit. But that world, it works in its own way, it has sustained for longer than humanity can even speak for itself, okay? So I'm going to say that for real though. I look at what's the similarity, how do they perform that what I am trying to perform? Can I learn what is this? Success rate quite high for those creatures, so I say try to learn it from the best, what they've got, start to understand. You start to talk about the bark of the tree, you talk about the bark of the tree, but you talk about the tree, then you talk about the tree. So the bark and all that is implied by the tree, that would be its composite whole, its entirety. What is that? A set of characteristics. See, implication not implied, that is what I just did, implicitly inheriting that peace of mind, my friend. In the back of your head, you better put that long-term memory, where is that at? Use a bit of this and a bit of that, like what is that? Now here I'm at, like here, and there I go, like whoa, like there I go, like no, like I just jumped to my zone, like I've got the moon above my head and I'm just shining so bright, radiate all of the light up on the water right now. I just got nail my brain, and this is going in the right, as it is flowing and it's flowing through space. I'm just stuck in outer space, doing even stress because stressing is for a pleasant mind. I just take my time and stress and I just really regulate. Do no stress about no stress or no stress that I perceive pain. I'm just here and just go up in my own type of way. I ain't just going, I see no problems along the way. Just opportunities to become better at that what I try to do. I act like this is what I'm meant to do. Shift perception, then it starts to see more easily, for grasping deep reality is not as sufferable as it used to be. Or for class, this has come to a conclusion, but before the conclusion is being concluded, there is a process, and that process is the concluding, and that is this. So, you know. Set out the parameters. See some moss on the ground. I am mindful of that moss right now, because if I disturb that moss right now, would the creatures be hurt right now? Are so many creatures up within the space that suddenly I recall that nature does not have a sense of consciousness, you see, in the ordinary classic way that we look at consciousness as we think it to be. Now the abstract, that is quite funny to me. If we observe the physicality, then obviously we are just merely environmentally, and so therefore it is physically, and I do not think that it could be any differently, literally. But sometimes though, you never know, conditions can align in many ways, so therefore I say I see no certain things within my brain, but I am not afraid. I do not believe in a man above the clouds that I've never seen, okay, and I do not believe in a hell that is far below the ground either, mine, because Satan would not even be like, hey, it would be like, yo, do you have some of that good strain that you used to smoke? And I'd be like, yo, Satan, bro, we gotta drink some tea with Jesus, dude. We gotta chill and just sit down and be up within their zone. This is what I learned from God. I said, me and the dough. They're gonna be like, how funny. You've got some concepts in your mind that have a sense of significance that you find profound. But I don't like that is you analyzing what I've got, diminishing the beauty that could be potentially man. What is wrong with your brain? Thinking that you have got a sense of hierarchy anyway. Uno, we're first up on the plate. The table stirs, suddenly the art is like, hey, hey. They give me a bit of the elixir that I've got enough. I've got a power deep within me. I can break walls open, now you start to see I'm unstoppable, I've got the power within me. If what I call goddess is God, then God and how it be, I am going to be invincibly regardlessly. And this is for sure for infinity. Got a feeling within me. Power is deep, roots run so deep, interconnected as it goes, as above, as below, so as above, as true, so as false so is true. Do you understand just what it do? If you say true, it is false, that you say false. If you say false, it is true, that you say false. But false, that you say true. Hey, and that is just exactly what it do. Yeah, the lesson that you just had to learn. Take a spliff, take a shit, and just get burned. Get high, get smoke, get faded too. Get so fucked up, this is just what we choose to do. So I conclude.